How's it going, guys? It's Rafi from Beyond the Huddle, and welcome to this week's Bitcoin forecast. Today, we're going to switch things up a bit, and we're going to only talk about the COT very briefly, and then move on to the price action. I want to start making these videos nice and concise for you guys so you can get the information that you need, and no need for some extra stuff. If you do want some extra, content and much longer and in depth, you guys can come here to where it says membership on our website, and you can sign up for the premium, which has 2 weekly video analysis where we go in-depth breakdowns on the Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other altcoins as well. So that's what I'm going to use that for. For these type of videos, I just want to give you guys some good overall understanding of what the position of the market might be and how I am going to handle the week and the months and so on and so forth. Okay, so moving on here to the COT, we can definitely see when we take a look at the percentage for this past week, the percentage in longs actually stayed the same, even though we did have an increase in longs and shorts. Nothing changed in the ratio, and that's really what I've been saying that we care about, is to stay above this 80 line. And then again, if we do go below the 80 line, then we have to see if the longs stay above average or the shorts are the ones that are causing this. So right now you can see when you look at the individual positions of the shorts, we are above the average. And as Misha's been talking about in the Discord group, which, by the way, if you guys want to join that, make sure you follow the link in the description below. We do have a possibility of maybe going above this one more time and then going lower, but what we're looking for to then be able to call a low in this market is for these shorts to go below the average. You can see right here, it can happen in just 1 week. It can go and fall off a cliff. And if that happens, then this Friday, so in 2 more days, at 3:30 p.m. when you go to the CFTC website, maybe you guys can get some a clue there to what the positions for the shorts will do. As of now, they're staying strong. And then if we come here and we look at the longs, that is also staying massively. And then look at this position. This is the most incredible thing, and that's kind of what had me believing that we were going to see a massive rally. And I overlooked, as I spoke about 2 weeks ago, looking at the shorts right here. Even if we did call all these moves lower because of price action, I had not been looking at the individual shorts when I should have, and that would have given me that extra confidence to tell you guys, hey, yeah, we're definitely, because all these weeks were bearish and we were getting the week level being bearish, it would have given me the confidence to tell you guys we're going to be bearish. So that's what I have for the COT, guys. Nothing's changed here. Again, we're just really keeping a close eye on these shorts, and we want to make sure that these longs don't go below the average. Super, super important. I guess one last thing, I'll show you guys the net position to see what that looks like. Right here, again, above the average. And if you guys want this indicator, we're actually coming out with a package where we're going to be releasing the COT indicator. There's actually an indicator for the ETH as well, and that's called the Market Leap Perfectly. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, go look at our YouTube videos. Misha made one just about on the COT just a couple weeks ago. But we're going to be releasing a volume profile indicator, our weekly indicator, and the COT indicators, and a couple of other ones in a package, because some people have wanted just that by itself. So keep an eye out for that. It should be available today or tomorrow, something like that. So yeah, let's move on to the price action part and wrap this video up. Okay, guys, so going along with what I just said here about the new indicators that we're going to be releasing and that we actually use every single time we do an analysis, are 2 indicators, and that's our Bitcoin weekly monthly one, which I think I'm going to just start calling our USDT bias one. And that's pretty clear because depending how we revolve around this green zone right here, is if I am bullish on USDT prices on a weekly scale, you can see right here, depending how I am below or above this purple zone, is how I expect USDT prices to go. So I might be calling it that in the future. I'm still deciding on the name, don't really know what it's going to be, so full disclosure there. But as you can see, we started the week off here, we went below the level, and then we ended up using the 3-day Valley area low as support. So as soon as we came back above it, we knew that then we were going to try and test the Valley area high. And the key here is that when you go above the Valley area high, you expect the market on that time frame to have very thin liquidity, and that's why 2 things ended up happening. Today's the 26th, so 2 days ago, 2 things ended up happening. We actually ended up going above the value area high of that 3-day candle, and we also ended up going above that weekly, right? So then that meant that we're bullish for the rest of the week on a 3-day. And what I should be paying attention right now is that, one, we stay above our USDT bias level. Okay, that's number one. That's this green box here. And then number two is that we don't go back and start to bear trend. Okay, so this, you see this green zone right here, this green dotted line right here. We have to make sure we stay above that, because this essentially is what tells me what my risk is supposed to be in my portfolio. Okay, so right now, as of now, as long as we're above these two levels right here, so this zone right here, right there, I would want to be bullish. And then if we fall below that and then lose the 3-day value area low, again, when you go below these value area lows, then you start trending, we call it bear trending, and that's just because there's very thin liquidity at these levels, so price is going to expand in that direction. Okay, so you can see right here that we would then be targeting the value area high of the previous week. Okay, and that would be our target right there. So that's what I'm seeing here on Bitcoin, guys. Because of the way that the news just came out, you can see this, there's been a sell-off in the market. But as long as we don't go below these two levels, I'm still willing to be a buyer and be holding. You guys can see that pretty much every coin went up this past 2 days, and you can see why, right? Because Bitcoin had bounced at the value or low in the 3-day candle, and then once went above the weekly value or low, that was the, you know, the nail on the it sealed the deal for us to be a buyer, and then went above the USDT bias level. So that's what I have for you guys today. Again, I am bullish as long as we can stay above that box right here, and the very last level that I would be willing to you know, consider would be right there. If we lose that, absolutely, then we'll be looking for lower targets. And then in that case, what I would have to do is I would have to look at the yearly levels for the valley areas in order to see, and that level is actually around 29,000. So you can see right here, and that's why I've been drawing this yellow line right here. That's the value or low of the yearly candle. So if you guys think about the entire yearly model, if we were to lose that level, then you have a bunch of thin liquidity, right? There's not a lot of price action traded down here, and that's what I would be expecting prices to go fill. But I really don't want to see that, so let's stay hopeful, and you know, that these two support levels right here hold. And again, we haven't seen the COT decrease those shorts, so who knows? It's not looking too pretty right now, but we'll keep an eye out and we'll keep you guys updated to see what happens. So with that being said, guys, I hope you have a great day. Stay safe out there. Keep an eye on these levels. The more that the Fed talks about raising rates, the more volatile this market is going to be, and you might not see just only up only. All right, so with that being said, take care, and I'll talk to you guys soon.